Hi everybody, I'm Diana with Light Your Flame, and today I'm here with Denise Nitti. She's a vibrational energy healer. Denise, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes. Hi, I'm Denise, and I am a vibrational energy worker. I'm an intuitive energy artist, and I also deliver angel messages.
I love that. She does so many things. So can you tell us a little bit about each one?
Yeah. As far as my healing sessions that I do, when I first started this journey, I started with Reiki, and since then I have added more tools to my toolbox, and I incorporate several different modalities into one session. But basically I'm a conduit for source energy, and I work daily on raising my vibration as high as I can so that I can be the best conduit that I can be. And source energy flows down through my body into the body of the client that I'm working with. And just the amount of energy that they're ready for at this point in time is what will come through. And I'm an intuitive energy artist, so what does that mean? I raise my vibration, and I let the information flow through me. Sometimes I will be led to paint a story. Sometimes I will paint energy of a person or maybe a song. Or if somebody would like me to set a certain energy for their space, I would do that as well. And sometimes I paint with a paintbrush, and sometimes I paint with my hands. And for the angel messages, to me, there are many different levels of angels, and they all have a little bit of a different frequency, energy frequency. But at the end of the day, they're all love is energy. And so including our loved ones when they pass to the other side, they're pure love is energy. So I call them angels as well.
I love that. So can you tell us what led you down this journey?
Yes. From a very young age, I've always been very sensitive to energy and very passionate about helping people. And I started my journey as a hairstylist and kind of worked secretly behind a chair for many years doing what I do. And once I moved to Austin, it gave me the time and space to really work on different modalities. And at that time, I met my Reiki instructor, and he explained Reiki to me and the purpose of it, and I was definitely interested, but the thing that really made me want to do it was the fact that I could do it long distance, because I moved to Austin by myself, and I loved knowing that I could help friends and family from a distance. So that's what drew me to Reiki.
I love that. And can you tell us what is Reiki? I know some of us looking out on there don't really know what that is, so can you tell us your version?
So Reiki is a healing energy treatment, and what it does, it helps to purge any negative energy or emotions that no longer serve us. And so when I'm working with someone, I ask them to set an intention for what they're ready to let go of. And it is my job to connect with source energy, and it is their job to actually open up and allow it to flow through them. And on our journey, it can be a little overwhelming to let go and purge. So I'm assisting them during a session to purge as much as they're ready to let go of at this point in time. And so to me, it's like once we purge the energy, then we're an open vessel. And so we can choose what to fill ourselves back up with. So I focus on bringing down as much love and light as possible from source and helping it to flow throughout their body to help to clear their chakras, to help them to align more with source energy, to lighten the load that they're carrying and help to heal anything that's going on in their body. Because when we through life, as we go through things and we suppress, that energy settles in our body and eventually it turns into aches and pains. So each time there is something going on in our body, it's like our body is giving us clues and hints and letting us know what it is that we're needing to work on at this point in time.
Gosh, I love that. That's so profound. I know that in my own journey, I suppressed for so many years, and I just want to say a quick thank you to you, because I feel like when I lost my parents, I was on autopilot and I suppressed my emotions for, I'm going to give away my age here, for 20 plus years. And I met Denise because I had started going to see a counselor for EMDR, which really helps with PTSD and trauma. And I was going to sessions, but it was so heavy, and I felt like I would go back to the trauma and the shock of that day, and I felt like my mind was going crazy in a way, and just so fast overthinking. And so I asked a mutual friend of ours, Richard, can you please recommend someone? And he told me about Denise, and she really changed my life so much. I feel like I saw her for a few months weekly because I was going to my sessions weekly, and I feel like because of her treatments, I was really able to heal and let go of so much of the trauma and the PTSD because of her loving, compassionate energy, and she helped me to purge. So to me, I feel like she's just been so instrumental, so I'm so grateful. I'll always be so grateful. And I feel like, for people watching, you don't have to have gone through trauma. Maybe sometimes, we're stressed or we have aches and pains, like you say. So I love that. I feel like, anybody can come see you, right? I mean, what kind of people come, or what do you?
All right. So anyone can come to see me. So basically, we are all on our journey, and we're constantly growing and expanding, and sometimes we need help with that. And so the messages that I receive, they're just like the next logical step to assist you on your journey, because from where we are and where we want to be, there's so many baby steps along the way. And so I'm always wondering, like when Diana came to me, am I going to get information this week and this week? And every week it was like, it was like a flower blossoming. And just the most perfect message to assist her would come through. And and I have to remember that I'm not the one that's doing it. I'm raising my vibration, and her angels are going to send me guidance to pass on to her, to assist her and to help her to let go of what she's ready to let go of next. And it's very gentle. The other thing is like, we're always reaching for more, we're always wanting more, and it's important to create momentum and positive energy. And so I love that I can assist with that, because sometimes just the teeniest little tweak will help to shift our momentum just enough to create momentum in the direction for what it is that we're wanting, whether it's a career or a relationship, just anything. So anyone can come, and the other thing that it does is it helps to align our chakras. And when our chakras are in alignment, the energy is flowing through our body. It's a gentler flow, it's more balanced, you don't feel all this stress, and it helps to keep our body healthier, and we also have more energy when everything is flowing correctly.
I love that. It's so true. I feel like, once I leave you, I feel so much lighter, so much better, and it's just amazing. So I highly recommend it. Can you tell us what you recommend as a daily practice, something that you feel is essential to someone who wants to feel more balanced and more grounded, and just, just to help them on their daily practice?
For my personal journey, daily meditation has helped me so much. Again, it helps to raise our vibration, and I'm highly empathic, meaning that I feel the energy of others, and that can be overwhelming to us. So it's important to raise your vibration and really understand what energy belongs to us and what belongs to others. The other thing is getting out into nature. Mother Nature has a very gentle way of helping us to really deeply purge and really get down in the nooks and crannies And so that, just think, I always tell people that the first tear that falls is dense, but each tear after that gets lighter, lighter, lighter. And so energy, it's feelings in motion in our body, and we need to allow our body the chance to feel and to release the energy that we have suppressed for so long. So Mother Nature is very effective for that. Also, when we get outside, there's so many opportunities for our angels to send us messages. It could be the most perfect feather falling at the most perfect time. It could be, you may find a penny on the ground. Pennies and dimes are messages from the other side, from our angels saying that you are number one to me. There's just so many different ways. It could be a cool breeze. You might, there may be a smell. It's just, there's so much beauty in nature, and when we get out of our regular environment and get out there, it's more opportunities for our angels to send us loving messages, validation, and encouragement. Also, I highly recommend Epsom salt baths, because that, it's like we need to pamper ourselves and put ourselves first and take care of ourselves energetically before we step out into our daily routine. And if we can do that and set our energy when we go out into our day, as life happens, we can stay at a more balanced level, more zen, I guess is a way to say it. And things will still be happening, but rather than taking them so personal and feel like they're happening to us, we're witnessing them happening, but they're not. We don't take it as personal, and so that helps us to see things from different points of view, and also to learn and grow from it, because every interaction that we're in, there's something in there to assist us on our journey, because people are mirrors of us. And we could even meet a stranger that says the most perfect words to assist us. And so we're out in the world, and earth angels are always there to assist us. But that, and then also getting enough sleep, and then our diet is important too. But basically, really to pamper ourselves, and then start our day.
I love that. So many golden nuggets here. I love what you say. It's so important not to suppress our emotions, and really feel them. And I feel like coming for a session with you really just helps to purge and let that go, because it doesn't serve us, it doesn't help us, and it'll manifest into aches or pains, or hopefully not something worse. So I really love that you say that, because I believe that that's key. And then once we do get a session and we're better and clearer, then it's so important to maintain that by going outside and being more present and able to see the feathers and the pennies and just the beauty of nature. So I love that so much. And just taking care of ourselves, pampering ourselves. I always think about when you're on a plane and they say put your oxygen mask on first before you put someone else's, because then, so I feel like everything that you've said is so important. And so thank you for that.
And then I also usually get some tools to pass along to assist each person on their personal journey. Because when we're in someone else's presence, like we can, we understand it and we're so focused. But then when we go out on our own and life is happening, our energy fluctuates. So many times, information will come through to share a certain book or a certain guru or YouTube video, and it will be the most perfect thing at the most perfect time. That's always how I feel about that. Yeah.
I love that. That's so true. After the session, like you say, you get messages, and at the end you share the messages that are given to you, your angel messages. Mm-hmm. So I know you just said that, but maybe you can expand a little more, because I know sometimes, like for me, you get given messages from my parents, from my grandmothers, and so I think that would be something that we can share, is just, what kind of messages can you give or have you given?
Mm-hmm. So basically, I'm never sure what's going to come through, but I know something is going to come through. But we'll start with the fact that our higher being knows exactly what we need at this point in time to heal. And our body, again, I said it's always giving us little hints, but until, we're not always aware of it. And I always tell people our messages start off small and they get bigger, bigger, bigger until they hit us over the head. So I want to bring in information to help them, to bring some awareness before they hit them over the head. I may get information from your higher being. You may get information from deceased loved ones, from archangels, spirit guides. There's usually a group that are showing up. There's a collective. Whatever you're needing at this point in time, those are the energies that are going to step in and assist me. And so basically, the message that I get, they're very loving, very gentle, very supportive. And as far as my own personal healing journey, I remember feeling the need to reach outside of myself for answers. And I remember that anxiety and just needing to be in front of another person immediately to help me. And so right from the beginning, I wanted to empower people so that they have some tools that they can use daily to assist them on their journey. And so that is important to me to empower people, because once we learn something, then we can share it with others. And so each one of us on our healing journey, if something really resonates with us and it was really effective and we can share our experience and people see value in that, then they may choose to incorporate that into their healing journey. And it's the little teeny baby steps that add up and just really support us so much. So I love just having, daily guidance, daily practices, daily assistance, just whatever it is to assist us on our journey. Because healers are made. We go through it, we figure it out, we heal ourselves, and we share the information.
Wow, I love that so much. Now you see what I see. I hope that all of you will get so much out of this. I have seen her for almost a year, and she has really helped me so much. My brother has seen her as well, my other brother as well, and I've sent other people, and it's just like she says, I feel like, there are people just like her who can help you wherever and meet you where you're at, and whatever messages that need to come through, they'll come through. And so I love that there's so much love and compassion, and just I'm just so grateful. So do you want to leave us with any words before, just for anybody that's going through something, or just any words of advice?
Yeah, I would say one big piece of advice to keep in mind is that we're always going to be reaching for more. We're never going to get it completely done. And to also remember that we have to be our biggest fan. It's like we're always looking outside of ourselves, but we have to really learn how to connect with ourselves, to really love ourselves unconditionally, and again, be our biggest fan. Because if we don't really believe in ourselves, how do we really expect others to believe in us? And then also just being gentle along the way, because we're learning as we go, and we don't know what we don't know. And sometimes once we learn it, we'll look back and we'll be hard on ourselves, and why did I do that? But we didn't know. We were doing the best that we could do with the information that we had. And just remember that everything will unfold at the most perfect time. We're always guided. We're never alone. And just to really work on raising your awareness, because the more aware you are, the more signs that you're going to get. And there are so many signs throughout the day. It's like you can piece them together as a puzzle and come up with a whole message for that day. But then also to really just stay in the now, because that's where our energy is most effective. And so many times it's like we're reflecting on the past, or we're so focusing on the future. And the magic is in the now. And as we're learning and growing and expanding, we also have to really celebrate each little step, because all those little steps add up to make a really giant shift in outcome.
Oh my goodness, this one. Oh my gosh, I feel just so much love and compassion and just gratitude, to be in your presence, and thank you so much for being with me. How can everybody find you?
Okay, well, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram under Denise Nitti Vibrational Energy Worker. That is the easiest way to find me. Yeah, and then I also, I am an in-store practitioner in Nutri's Treasures, and you can find my schedule at ntrocks.com. And yeah, that is the easiest way.
And she is also such an amazing artist, intuitive artist. I have some of her paintings, and she also has cards, greeting cards. They're just amazing. She's coming out with some new things, and so I can't wait until all of you see it. Come see her. Gosh, you're just going to see what I see. She's just full of love, compassion, support, and just, I can't wait for you to be vibrationally taken to another level. So thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm going to add in one more thing too, because this is something that helps to guide me, is just remember that love is the most powerful energy of all. So the more that we can raise our love is vibration, the more that we can bring the things to us that we are desiring. Because it's like so many times we complicate things and really we try to overanalyze and everything, but when it's just cut and dry, it comes down to the fact that love is the most powerful energy of all, and that is the essence of who we are. So just step into that vibration, and it will just catapult you towards your desires.
I love that so much. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for being here today. Thank you all for tuning in, and I can't wait for all of you to see the full interview. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.